Genesis chapter 40. And it came to pass after these things, the chief wine taster of the king of Egypt sinned, and the chief baker, against their master, the king of Egypt. And Pharaoh was provoked to anger over his two eunuchs, over the chief wine taster and over the chief baker. And he put them under guard in the jail, into the place where Joseph had been taken away there. And the chief jailer combined them to Joseph, and he stood beside them. And they were some days under guard, and both saw a dream in one night. And the vision of the dream of the chief wine taster and the chief baker, who were in service to the king of Egypt, the ones being in the jail, was this. And Joseph entered to them in the morning, and he saw them, and they were disturbed. And he asked the eunuchs of Pharaoh, who were with him under guard by his master, saying, "Why is it that your faces are looking downcast today?" And they said to him, "We saw a dream, and the interpreting it is not." And Joseph said to them, "Is not the explanation of them through God? Describe them then to me." And the chief wine taster described his dream to Joseph, and he said, "In my sleep there was a grapevine before me, and in the grapevine 3 lower branches, and it flourished, offering mature buds. The clusters of the grape. And the cup of Pharaoh was in my hand, and I took the grape cluster and squeezed it into the cup, and gave the cup into the hand of Pharaoh." And Joseph said to him, "This is the interpretation of it. The 3 lower branches are 3 days. In yet 3 days, and Pharaoh will remember your office, and restore you to your office of chief wine taster, and you will give the cup to Pharaoh into his hand according to your former office, as you were of the wine servers. But remember me of yourself whenever good happens to you, and you shall do with me an act of mercy, and you shall remind Pharaoh concerning me, and lead me from this fortress. For by stealth I was stolen from out of the land of the Hebrews, and here I did not do anything, but they put me into this pit." And the chief baker saw that rightly he interpreted, and he said to Joseph, "I also saw a dream, and I imagined 3 bins of groats lifted upon my head, and in the bin above, items of all kinds of things of which Pharaoh eats, the work of a baker. And the birds of the heaven ate them from the bin upon my head." And answering Joseph said to him, "This is the interpretation of it. The 3 bins are 3 days. Yet in 3 days, and Pharaoh will remove your head from you, and hang you upon a timber, and the birds of the heaven will eat the flesh from you." And it came to pass in the 3rd day, which was the birthday of Pharaoh, that he made a banquet for all his servants. And he remembered concerning the chief wine taster, and the office of the chief baker in the midst of his servants. And he restored the chief wine taster to his office, and he gave the cup unto the hand of Pharaoh. And the chief baker he hung, as Joseph interpreted to them. And the chief wine taster did not remember Joseph, but forgot him.